Welcome to the Peachtree Morning Show by DCI. It's a wise way to start the day. Hope you enjoy.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back again to the Peachtree Morning Session.
Yay!
So here we have
coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, we have tea.
Tea. Cheers.
Cheers.
So actually, today is a very beautiful day because we're going to talk another question from somebody. But before, I want to ask everyone to hear what is the question. And by the way, today is Wednesday, June 10th. So this is my heart. And then here we have our dearest teachers, Geshe Michael, so amazing person. So I think I learned a lot from Geshe. Okay, and then also Sugan. Okay, Sugan is my husband. I'm stuck with him
During the COVID-19.
Especially during the COVID-19. And my name is Cynthia, and we all three of us is so happy to share something with all of you, maybe in the world from this small Peachtree wisdom. So let's start the small but big seed.
Small cafe.
Small cafe.
Arizona.
Very small.
Okay, now let's hear about the question first.
Okay.
Hi everyone, this is Jay from Singapore. I'd like to ask the following question. I know that we have to apply wisdom with compassion whenever we are facing any problems. But how do we solve the problems of parents who are heavy smokers and they don't watch what they eat? Always overeating and eating all the wrong things at the wrong time. Thank you.
Okay, so we have a question from Singapore, Jay. So he's actually asking about how to stop the father, because the father like smoke and then like to eat, especially unhealthy food, and then this is like keep happening in whenever Jay look at the father. So this is actually a tough question, I think, Geshe.
Yeah.
Because,
like, how do we stop someone else from doing something? It's a very difficult question.
Yeah. So so maybe I will give my own thoughts about this, but I will say that so sometimes we don't see people that actually are doing things that as what we like to see. For example, like having being a smoker, heavy smoker, or maybe eating things that is not healthy. So, but this your question is actually also the same as my son's question. My son asked me, "Mom, why you can't have a fixed time to eat, and why don't you get the healthy food?" Same question to me. Then I said, "Yeah. Then how to change it?" So for me myself, whenever we see problems in front of me, for example, like having sawing people that are not eating healthy food, maybe I will start from myself first. So I will start to start to having a healthy food first. But if we see people that doing a little bit like addiction, cannot stop smoking, maybe we also have to find our own addiction. Actually, I also have it, but I saw my kids playing game never stop, and I cannot stop it. That's why then I start to to find out myself, what is my addiction. Then the best question is to ask my husband, Sugang. So yes, I have it in a small way. So for example, like I like to using oil, and then the smell is like people don't like to smell it, but I keep rubbing it the oil. Then it's like a problem in the house. So I stopped to trying to fix my own stuff first. Maybe Geshe, you have amazing answer for this.
Well, my main answer is COVID tummy. you know, so I saw all my friends are getting COVID tummy, and because we have to stay in the house. And then, we have a refrigerator. It's like our altar. And we go there every half hour. We go there to check what's there. And I found myself eating more and more and more. And I saw my friends are getting heavier, heavier, heavier. And so I thought, it doesn't look so nice. And then I thought, the DCI way is to, what Shin said, is to change myself. And then if I change myself, then I change my seeds, and then I will see other people change. So I decided I will try to lower my COVID tummy. Okay, I cannot get rid of it completely, but I decide to make it lower. So I start to eat a little bit better, not 100% better. And I start to do more exercise every day. And then the people around me also start to change. So I agree with Shin. If I want to change my parents, if Jay has this problem that his parents are smoking, and my parents both died from smoking. So I appreciate the question. It's a good question. It means he cares about his parents a lot. And that's a very cool. So I would just say, Jay, look at your own COVID tummy. Maybe you have something you're doing which is a small addiction to your cell phone, and then because of that you plant seeds and you see your parents having addiction. What do you think, Sugang? What will you do?
If you remember on Monday, Xintian was talking about using a skillful means to ask the children to prepare the supplements, and then for us, everyone. In fact, and I agreed to that. I was happy with that feeling, with that action. And I think the seeds must have ripened in a very beautiful way. Suddenly last week, no, 10 days ago, suddenly 10 days ago, my youngest son, he liked, all my children like sports. So, and then my youngest son used to be in the gym and then sort of become like unofficial private personal trainer for the classmates. So suddenly, because my birthday was...
Can you send him to Arizona?
Yeah, sure. He was just few days before my birthday. Wow. Yeah, I finally realized that was actually a trick to distract me from the refrigerator, because they bought a cake for me. So that was a trick to distract me, Suddenly he came to my room and said, "Dad, you have COVID tummy. You need to do something." So from that day onwards, he was forcing me to do push up and sit up,
Oh
10 times. 10 times push up, 10 times sit up. Okay, tired, rest, half an hour, do again.
No.
And because of that, I get quite a good muscle. I get much fitter. In fact, now he will supervise me. Okay, have you done your sit up? Have you done your push up? How many times? So I think
the flower.
I think that it ripens so beautifully. In fact, I feel much better. Although I feel reluctant to do the exercise, but that keeps me fit. So I think the what Xintian shared on Monday, it really worked.
So I think there is a lot of way that actually we can work, because since I always think that if we really love our parents, our family, and we love someone, then we have to think about creatively to how to plant the seeds to see them changing. Even though it means that I have to do the exercise start from me first. So I think okay, so
I'm thinking about invisible addiction that so maybe Jay, I don't think Jay has those big addictions. Like, he doesn't have food addiction. I don't think he smokes. And he must have some invisible addiction or some very subtle addiction, because a small seed makes a big tree, right? So what do you think about that? What's some addiction maybe we have that we don't know we have?
Many things, like I guess sometimes drink is so obvious, Sometimes for example, when I was in the secondary school, I was addicted to Coke. The shape so beautiful. For me, it was a must for me to have one Coke every recess time. And my secondary school, we have 2 recesses. So I had to drink at least 1 bottle. And I realized, wow, that's very bad addiction. I mean, I didn't realize. I just thought that, oh, the taste was so good.
Yeah, yeah.
Finally, I realized, then I realized that was actually an addiction. I couldn't go without the Coke.
Maybe it's because so-called like it's habitual things.
Yeah.
And then we start from, it's not correct. But when we saw everybody doing the same thing, then we thought it is correct thing. So then it stick in our habit, and it stick our mind that, okay, that is because everybody doing the same thing. Maybe it's invisible addiction.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And I think some people, I call it low esteem addiction. Like a lot of ladies have this addiction, thinking I'm not so good, or I'm not so beautiful, I'm not so smart, and maybe we have this kind of addiction. Like it's a kind of addiction that we think we are not so good, like that. Like I will tell you secretly, because Veronica's out today, but she cooked the dinner here. I cook half the time, okay? Like she cooks half the time. And then whenever she cooks, she will put the dinner on the table and she say, it's not very good, And I'll say, it's amazing. What are you talking about? And she say, no, it's not very good. And so I think that becomes an addiction, to say, oh, I'm not very good, or my dinner's not very good, or something like that.
Yeah. So I think it's very, very subtle.
Very subtle.
Yeah.
Feel it, but yeah.
Even for men too, I'm not important. People don't pay attention to me.
Yes, more than Father's Day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When is Father's Day?
Oh yeah, the third weekend of June, I heard. The third of June. So it should be coming up in 2 weeks' time. Less than 2 weeks' time. Yeah.
I know both of you guys very well. We are old friends. I know you have a close relationship with your parents. I know Sugeng's father passed away not so long ago. And what if your parents are doing something which is not healthy for them? What would you do? What would you do? Like, what's a practical thing you would do?
Okay, lately because of the COVID thing, my mom used to be very active, going out with her friends, doing exercise, going around. But because of this COVID-19, they couldn't meet at all. It is illegal for public gathering. Yeah. So she still went out to do her own exercise, which is good. We are happy. And then at home, she had nothing to do. So we introduced Netflix to her.
Big mistake. I got introduced to Netflix. Now it takes 2 hours every day.
But I think at least still good. At least she will be laughing, I mean, we only introduced happy movie to her. Okay. So she's happy, she's loving. But of course, sometimes we will remind her, have you had your rest already? Do you remember to do this or that, So that's how we slowly, distract her from the Netflix thing, But in general, I think she's happy because she loves a lot. Those funny, those young people movie. Yeah.
Do you get to see her? Do you guys get to see her?
Yeah, we live together. We live together.
Oh, so it's easy.
In fact, this living room we had to borrow from her. Mom, we are going to do recording. Can you lend us for 2 hours?
She's gonna charge you for using her room, I think.
Yeah. For me, I will try to be responsible for myself. And then after that, if we can, then we try to conduct things together. For example, like we conduct yoga, and then the friends start to come. So the yoga
before COVID.
So before COVID, so actually I teach my mom, and then my mom said, "This is good for old people. This is good for old people." Then she start to invite the friend, and then the friend likes, and then we got a lot of senior citizens. So I think that is the best time. Maybe we can try to trigger something by doing things together, fun things, healthy things.
You keep saying skillful method or skillful means. I know this is some Buddhist idea, upaya, right?
Yes.
And I wonder if you could talk about it. So, gang, like, what's it mean exactly?
Okay, in a layman term, it means that we ask somebody to do something for their own good without them knowing it.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that one is the one of the way, Kishila. So now it's the time already, Kishila. We need to do the wrap
Give
up.
three.
Yeah, we have to give each of us, maybe we have give one suggestion from maybe do you want to start first, Kishila?
Yeah, I'm just gonna steal Shin Chen's idea, which is to Jay, with all addictions, we see them because we have them. So, and the seed is much smaller than the tree. So you must have some small addiction. And this way, there's no fighting. You don't have to yell at your parents. You don't have to argue with your parents. Quietly, get rid of some small addiction that you have. We all have addiction, okay? If someone tells me I don't have addiction, I know they're not telling the truth, If I have, you have, everybody has. So find your small addiction, stop it, dedicate it to your parents. What do you guys think?
Yeah, for the overeating, this is also my problem. So, but what I found out is that after I do my push-up and sit-up, I don't really feel like eating so much again. So
Wow.
I guess maybe Jay can ask skillfully before meal time, bring the father out for a walk or something, at least make him move so that at first the mind is distracted. Secondly, we know about the chi. When the chi goes to the center, we don't feel like so like to overeat. This is my own experience. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Jen,
so
what do you think?
very good suggestions. For my suggestion, I guess I just have to say that we have to be having a responsibility to our own self first. So we always have to think about what we can, improve in our life. Maybe we don't know that it's certain things that I really lack of it. But whenever I listen people that they have in comment that I'm not doing, improvement in this, then I don't want to hear it. Then it means that I'm not responsible of myself. So I have to, also listen to what others said about me. Then I will do the improvement myself. I think that is the three of suggestion that we can give to Jay. So we really hope that you will still love your father by doing the action yourself first. So everybody have a benefit of it. And then I think before we end, we're going to next is
Question for
we're going
tomorrow.
to show the question of tomorrow.
Oh wait, I think for tomorrow we're gonna do this special show, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
For Thursday. Yeah,
So, yep.
we're gonna have a special show. Tomorrow is Thursday, right?
Yes,
So
definitely.
we're gonna have a special show with 3 special people,
Wow.
and this is 3 DCI friends: Brian Mendoza, Fer Jimenez, and Katie Fetch, and they all had some personal experience with the COVID-19. Brian's grandmother went to the hospital. Fair's the father that she's very close to went to the hospital. And Katie herself got the COVID. So I thought it would be interesting. We did a little bit yesterday with them, but I didn't get it. I don't know any friends who got it, and I'm curious what should I expect? I don't know what to expect. So we're gonna keep talking about that tomorrow, right?
So you will continue the conversation, huh?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's going to be great.
Yeah. So then we're going to invite everyone to, maybe you want to submit your question on this seat question at diamondcutterinstitute.com. So you're going to shoot the video in vertical format, selfie style, and then maximum 30 seconds. So I hope you rushly send out all your questions, because I think all the people in the pitch tree, they are really work very hard to try to think about how to give a way on give a solution. Okay, and then also to submit your music mix your at
Playlist.
diamondcutterinstitute.com, your playlist on Spotify.
1
So
hour.
1 hour.
Yeah.
And then after that, see who is going to have the winner.
So the winner will find
Yeah,
out.
so
I
far
think
many people send in playlists and they're amazing. I have the pleasant job to listen to them and it's
yeah,
amazing. So this Friday can you guys come back to the show on Friday?
Yes,
Yes,
and
yes.
we'll announce the winner. Yay!
Yeah, quick,
Okay.
and then send it.
Okay.
Okay, and then that's it. We're going to see you again on another Peach Tree session. So don't forget to drink your tea and having fun studying what we are sharing. Bye. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching today's Peachtree Morning Show. See you next time.